love the concept of commissions, but whenever I consider actually opening them, I'm overwhelmed with all sorts of anxieties. I'm constantly fighting a battle of wanting to offer commissions and not wanting to. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I figured I'd make a video about it just in case, just so that anyone who can relate doesn't feel so alone. And hopefully this video doesn't give anyone any new fears surrounding commissions. I tried to include some solutions to these anxieties towards the end of the video. I'll put a timestamp somewhere so that you can just skip to the solutions portion of the video if you're not really here to hear me ramble about my own insecurities. So first and foremost, I find creating art for other people to be very stressful. I occasionally make gift art for some of my online art buddies, and it usually starts off as, oh boy, they're gonna be so excited to get art from me. But then it very, very quickly devolves into, what if they don't like it? What if they're only disappointed when they see it? What if they think I botched it? Oh no, I can't let that happen, I need this to be perfect! And then because I'm so stressed over making it look right, my art becomes rigid and almost artificial. I don't know, it just doesn't turn out how it would have if I were drawing just for myself. So that's two reasons right there. I'm scared of messing up, and that makes my art stiff. And that's just gift art. If I were to actually charge money for my art, that pressure to do a good job would be so much worse. Because if I do a bad job drawing someone else's character for free, there's no real loss there. They can just forget that I drew it and move on. But if I mess up a paid commission, then they're losing money because of me, and I don't want that responsibility on my hands. Another problem I face is that my art style is inconsistent. Maybe from an outside perspective, my style appears more coherent, but to myself, I can notice each and every difference across all my drawings, and I just feel like my style varies too much from piece to piece for me to offer commissions. I worry that commissioning me would be like rolling dice. You can't be certain what you're going to get from me. And not only is my style inconsistent, but so is my ability to create. Some days I can draw just fine, but other days I can't draw at all. And I am very prone to bad art days, and they tend to be consecutive. So I'm worried that if I open commissions, I'll fall into an art rut just as multiple people commission me, and I won't be able to pull myself out of that rut within the commission deadline. Plus, on top of that, I draw slow. Or at least I think I draw slow. I don't really know what speed other artists draw at, so I don't have a point of reference to go off of, but I think I draw slow. If I were to make a decent wage for the amount of time I spend on each piece, I would have to charge a lot, but I don't think it's fair to charge a lot at my current skill level. Not to mention, the amount I'm willing to charge hourly is probably higher than most people's. My hand has been so stiff lately, so I haven't been very eager to draw recently. I would need immense monetary motivation to actually draw for somebody else when I'm not in the mood to draw. But the amount I'm willing to draw for feels very unfair. I feel like I would be cheating people out of their money if I were to charge the amount I want. And then there are taxes. I live in the United States, and they really make paying taxes as annoying and difficult to understand as possible. Which, of course, that's something that I can learn with time, but still, that initial learning curve is just one more thing holding me back. It's like a little cherry on top. And then there are the ever-dreaded commission scams that I'm sure we've all heard of by now. There are so many ways some people will try to scam artists. Of course, some of them are obvious and easy to avoid, but others are a lot more sneaky, and I'm just really scared that that will happen to me. In the past, I actually wrote a bunch of solutions to some of my anxieties as a way to convince myself to actually open commissions. It ultimately didn't work on me, but maybe it'll motivate you, I don't know. So the first and foremost, the main thing is to charge what you think is fair to yourself, regardless of what others think. If they're willing to pay that much, then great. If not, then it's not a big deal. And there's no need to feel bad for charging quote-unquote too much, because people decide for themselves whether they want to pay for a commission. You're not forcing anyone to take your commissions. But if you charge less than you're actually willing to draw for, you're not going to be motivated to work on commissions. It's better to not receive any commissions at all than to undersell yourself. And if you're worried about taking too much time or not being able to deliver consistent results or stuff like that, You could try offering only simple commissions. You know, this could be sketches or headshots or pixel art portraits, for example. Or you could do your character here commissions, which is basically where you create a template and then people pay you to draw their characters in that template. This can eliminate the stress of having to come up with a pose, and it can minimize room for error if you're having a bad art day because much of the work has already been done for you by a past version of you. You could also open up silly doodle request type commissions. Let them be super cheap while the quality of the art is more goofy so that there's no pressure on yourself for it to be perfect. This sort of thing would work great on a platform like Ko-fi, I think. Something that's quick and easy for people to use, you know? And if you're worried about scams, you could avoid them a little easier by using a platform designed for commissions rather than through social media DMs, for example. If you are firm in only accepting payment through a certain platform, it'll be harder for people to scam you. I hear that Artistry and Ko-fi work well for commissions, though of course those types of sites do take a small portion of your profits. Or if they don't take your profits, then the fees usually fall on the customers. And I know that Artistry will protect you from chargebacks. They document customer approvals for you so that scammers can't claim that you didn't deliver what they asked for. They also have a scammer blacklist, so past scammers can't commission you. I don't think the same thing can be said about Ko-fi though, but I'm not too sure. I haven't done a whole lot of research on this. And those are all the solutions I came up with to some of my commission anxieties. Wow, okay, going through these solutions again actually made me want to open commissions a little bit, but do not expect them. I have planned and backtracked on commissions at least 3 times now, so the chances of it actually happening are very slim. So yeah, just don't expect it. Anywho, that is all I have to say about that, so see you later. This is the end of the video.